Hello everybody and welcome back to the Oxford United Road to Glory career mode. Lads, this is a massive episode. Not just because we have the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final against Roma. We will be at home for the second leg. It's a one apiece between ourselves and the team based out of the Italian capital. But also, in this episode, we are 4 points away from sealing a Premier League title. Man City are in second. They can only get 82 points. That's the maximum amount of points they can get. We are 3 points away from getting 82 points. And then one more point after that, the league title is won. So we are basically 2 games away from doing it. Obviously, if Man City drop points in their next game, which is against Crystal Palace, who were having a good season at one point. Or maybe... No. Maybe they weren't. Never mind. Scratch that. Oh no, it was Leeds. Sorry, it was Leeds who were having a good season. Never mind. My bad. But if they were to drop points in that game, which, listen, stranger things have happened, but it's not very likely. But for argument's sake, if they do, then we have done it. We have then done it, as long as we beat Brighton. Oh, this is a big one, lads. This is a big one. Originally, I was only going to play the highlights of the Brighton game, but I feel like we have to play the full game. We just have to. We'll then assess things afterwards. As I said, we also have a Champions League quarter-final to play, which is a big one. We drew the first leg with Roma 1-1, so I think it's right after this Brighton game. Yes, it is. We will be playing the second leg against Roma. Villa after that, which could be the game where we clinch the title, and then Chelsea away from home, who have been a thorn in our side, to say the least. So if we get that league title won, I'll probably just play through the highlights of the rest of the Premier League games, and we will play the Champions League games in full. So without further ado, lads, let's do it. Let's get into this game against Brighton. Let's go with a fairly strong team and get one step closer to winning the Premier League title. Here it is, lads. We are going to go with the full strength team here at the Amex. Not an easy place to go. It's where Manchester United will be playing in real life this upcoming weekend. So I have been bulk recording the last couple of episodes just to make sure that we get as close to the end of the season as possible before the end of the week. If we do get to a Champions League final, I want that to be a standalone episode. I think that just makes sense. So if we do seal the league title here, then I think expect only the highlights to be played of Premier League games going forward. I think that just makes sense. But listen, I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch, or count my chickens, I should say, before they hatch, for reasons like that. We've just gone 1-0 down. Oh my bloody god. Literally straight away, and Brighton go 1-0 up. What is happening? What is happening? I tell you what's happening. We've gotten off to a terrible start. Well, Manchester City fans will be happy to see that. At the time of recording, they've just beaten Chelsea by 2-0. Chelsea did not look great in that game, I have to say. But we do not look great so far here. It's just me, or is Brighton's pitch very, very bright? No pun intended at all. Like, I'm being genuine here. The Amex. I did a career mode at Brighton at the start of this... just when this game came out. It was the first career mode I did, and I don't remember their pitch being this bright. See, they're a seaside team, so there is going to be a lot of sunny days here. But I don't remember it being as straining on the eyes. But then again, my eyesight is not the greatest, to be honest. And Brighton are in again here. Oh, I don't believe this. Oh, lads, please don't bottle it today. Not today. Not today of all days. I will actually cry. Araujo. Martinez does well to get rid of that. That's good football. Olise. Come on, Michael. Go on, Will. Oh, I was trying to switch to Will Holmes and it wouldn't bloody do it. And Brighton get it back here, but we get it back as well. Will Holmes. Michael Olise, come on. Please. Get in there. Well, Robert Sanchez just had an absolutely terrible performance against Man City. That second goal that Kovacic scored was... It should have been a straightforward save, but this one you can forgive him a bit more for. It's a great strike by Olise, and it is 1-1. It is kind of interesting though to see Sanchez back at Brighton in this. It's actually mad that he has gone back to his old club. You don't see that a lot in career mode. Oh, Jeff Jarrett's done really well to win that back. Holmes. Olise. Oh, I thought he was going to lose it, but he gives it to Tyler Goodrum. Oh, but it's just headed away. Jeff Jarrett. Oh, Sanchez with the save. Well, maybe he just feels a bit more comfortable playing for the Seagulls. We do get a corner here, 24th minute. Martinez can't get there. Will Holmes. No. Cleared away. Is Jarrett. Over to Warren. Warren on the run. He's gotten a few decent goals. Oh my god. Oh my god. Robert Sanchez has brought his real life form into the game. He scuffed that, and it's Warren, our left back. Did get a very good goal against Fulham in the last episode. He has just scored a not as good goal here, but a much more important one. But Sanchez, what are you doing? What are you doing, Robert? No power behind the strike at all. He gets the touch. It took forever to go in, but we don't care. JJ celebrates. He knows a win today, and the title is basically ours. And with the goal difference, lads, you just, like, there wouldn't be a hope. And listen, we're so far ahead. City and Chelsea aren't going to catch up. Let's be honest about that. But I still freaking want to beat Chelsea. 3 times we've played them this season. They've beaten us on all 3 occasions. So 4th time has to be the charm in this scenario. But we'll focus on that afterwards. Hopefully the title will already be wrapped up by then. We could still play Man City as well. They are still in the Champions League, so that's something to keep in mind. Well, Diaw's going on a great run here. He's got Will Holmes in support. I was in 2 minds, but I've played it to Will Holmes, and Sanchez with the save. Went with his so-called weaker foot, Will Holmes. But he does have 5-star weak foot, so same difference. Headed away. Goodrum, back to Diaw. Oh, he scored a few beauties. And this would be a great game to score another one of those beauties. Here's Gallagher. What's going on here? He's given a free kick for some reason. I don't know what for, but anyways. We win it back instantly. Here's Will Holmes. Have a go. That was a stupid idea. That was a stupid idea. We've scored some spectacular goals in recent times, and I got a bit overconfident. But we're approaching the halftime break here. Oh, Wellington Dano. I used him in a Villa career mode. He's one of the like fake Brazilian players that they created in the game because they don't have the licenses for the Brazilian league. But yeah, he was okay. He scored the winner against Man City, to be fair. But I think we sold him after a season in that. Yeah, that was a fun career mode, so it was with Aston Villa. Thoroughly enjoyed it. That's not where I meant for that ball to go. Flynn will win it back though. I thought Goodrum was down injured for a second. My heart was in my mouth. Good play by Jarrett. Olise. Oh, good save again by Sanchez. He's had a mixed first half, but that should be the end of the first 45 minutes. Yes, it is. Lads, we're nearly there. We are nearly there. I would love it if we could seal it here though, because then in the Villa game I'd probably just not play the highlights, but I'd probably just use the match sim feature and just jump in towards the end, and we can celebrate with the trophy. I think that would be the best way forward with that. We're doing well going forward here. Goodrum, Will Holmes, Sanchez with the save. And ideally I would have liked this game to have been a bit more comfortable, because we do have that big Champions League game only a few days after this. Here is Will Holmes. It's another save by Sanchez. Holmes again. Blocked by Willems. Out for a corner. Olise will whip it in. Can Martinez get his head onto this? That's who it's in towards. But it gets cleared away. Gallagher heads it over to Warren. He scored the biggest goal of his career so far to put us 2-1 up. Diaw, I half thought about it, and I kind of wish I went for it now because he gave the ball away. Here's Willems. Araujo, however you say it. It's not the Real Madrid one. It looks like it's a regen player. if I am not mistaken. Here he is again. Billy Gilmore. Back to Willems. Half an hour to go. This is so tense. This is so bloody tense. Martinez goes back to Gilmore. And Brighton get the advantage here. There was a foul off the ball. Araujo. Come on. No. Goes back to Gilmore. Olise can't dispossess him either. Willems. Good interception by Warren. Right, 25 minutes left. Oh, Bazunu, I tell you what. He's lucky. He is lucky where that deflected to. Warren will collect it again. Is Diao. I'd love a third goal. Just to calm a few nerves. Olise, is he going to get it here? Penalty! Oh, ref! He was taken down, but the referee says it was a fair challenge. But Warren wins it back. Olise loses it. But we get it back again. Oh, it's a good run here though by the right back. Decent ball in. Oh my god. Oh my god, I thought Bazunu was about to bring that over the line with him. That would have been a disaster, to say the least. Tyler Goodrum now. Ah, unlucky. Unlucky. He's in Cisco. Billy Gilmore. Gallagher with the good interception. Again, the ball just does not want to go out of play, and I probably could do it making a few changes. Olise, please. Please, Michael. Power shot. Get in there. Right in front of the Oxford faithful. Michael Olise, with his second goal of the game, has just put us 3-1 up here against Brighton with 10 minutes to go. Is that the Premier League title coming back to the Kassam? I say coming back, it would be the first time, but you know what I mean. Have we just sealed our first league title? Look at the Oxford fans celebrating. They know it's very close. JJ knows it's very close. Olise knows it's very close. And with 10 minutes left, I will make a rake of changes now. Yeah, Diao is knackered. So we'll bring on Rhino, put Goodrum over there, and put Rhino there. Lucas can come on. Actually, we'll put Lucas through the middle because Rhino doesn't lose any stats going out wide. Lucas used to not, but now he does for some reason. Warren is a bit tired, so what I'll do is I'll bring on Bush and put Martinez at left back. And Jarrett's a little bit tired, but he'll be fine. Same with Goodrum for now. Yeah, we'll leave the rest of it for now. We'll just make those changes. Oh, God, lads. I can't believe we're nearly there. I was a bit nervous coming into the season. I knew there was a lot riding on it. But I was confident as well. We've built a very good team. We've been the best team this season, without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, of course. Roma obviously up next, still at the Champions League title to contend for as well. If and when we do seal this Premier League title. Oh, we're probably being a little bit too casual with the ball there around the back. But Rhino will get that. No, he won't. Lewis Miley will win it. Gives it over to Dano. Here's in Cisco. Oh, that's a good ball, is it? Yes, it is. Bush, you legend. Well, I think the deflection took the power out of it, but still. Here's DeAndrea, however you say it. Only one added minute. You know what? Let's waste a bit of time. Good room, just because he's tired. We'll bring on Gergard, just swap them. It really doesn't matter. We'll actually just leave him there. Why not? And Bloom. I'd like Bloom to be on for this moment. If it is to seal the league title, we'll give Martinez, I was going to say a rest, but you know, there's only a few minutes, or only a few seconds left, so who cares? They're making a sub as well. So they want to waste a bit of time too, because this game is basically over. But it's nice to have Bloom on there. He was here from season 1. He was our very first signing. They've brought up the goalkeeper. There's literally no point. Literally no point at all. Bloom wins it. Blow that whistle, ref. Ref, come on, blow the bloody whistle. Referee, you're testing my patience here. He's going to give him another bloody corner. Oh my god, come on, blow the whistle. One added minute, we're into the bloody third minute of it. Bloom gets that away, surely, lads. Surely. It's 3-1. Is that the Premier League title sealed? Let's see how the players celebrate. The Oxford fans are celebrating. We're not celebrating as if we've won the league title, so we still do need to get that point against Villa. Okay, so you know what, lads? I'm making the decision in this episode. It's going to be 3 full games. So this, trying to think of my timeline now, this one will be uploaded on either Wednesday or Thursday. You'll already know by now. I'm just thinking out loud myself. We're just going to play, obviously we played this full game. We're going to play the full game against Roma, and then we'll play the full game against Villa, and hopefully from there we will have the Premier League title sealed. We have done it. Crystal Palace defeated Manchester City 2-1 at the Etihad. Oxford United are the Premier League champions. Can you bloody believe it? Oh my god, lads. Season 5. It's the first time we were in a proper title race, and we've only gone and won it, and it's fully deserved. We are 20 points clear with just 6 games to go. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. We have sealed the Premier League title. Still a Champions League title potentially to come as well, but the first part of this European double has been sealed. It's such a shame that it can't be a treble, but look, beggars can't be choosers. We have still had a fantastic season, and in that Villa game we will lift the Premier League trophy. But before then, let's seal our spot in the Champions League semi-final. We've got Roma in the second leg. It's level at 1-1. Let's hope they don't rise from their ruins this time. So here we are, a day later than the last recording. Needed to get some rest before we got into this big game. We'll do this press conference here as well. 1-1 from the first leg against Roma. We did play the highlights of that game, just to make things a bit more interesting. And it was 1 apiece. Will Holmes obviously scoring for us, like he always does. And Evan Ferguson, the Irish striker, who scored the equaliser. That is a look at the predicted team for Roma, which, to be fair, these ones are normally quite accurate. Was Marquinhos there in the first game? I don't remember seeing him in the first game. So probably not, but they do have a very good team, Roma. I have to give it to him. I know I keep saying it, as great as it is to see them back in the game as a licensed team, it just still annoys me that we've lost the Milan teams. So obviously they will have to wear the home kit. I was going to see if they had an appropriate away kit, but they don't, and I am not wearing the away kit at home. F that. Not like we haven't done that before, but anyways, I'm over explaining this. Full strength team, Oxford United against Roma. 1-1 from the first leg. I wish away goals counted now, even though, you know what, when away goals did count, if it was only 1-1, really the only result that suited you then, apart from a win, was a 0-0 draw. So I don't know. I don't think it was as much of an advantage as it might have seemed. But anyways, we don't have to worry about that now. We just need to get a win. And let's hope we can do so. I'm so glad, though, that we have won the league title. The pressure is on now in the Champions League. As I said before, I'm gutted about the FA Cup, but hey-ho, whatever. You can't win them all. But I would like to. Well, we did win it all with Cloyne United, as Jeff Jarrett runs that right out of play. My bad. We did win it all with Cloyne United. We won the League Cup, I think, every season apart from season 1, I'm pretty sure. But we did end up winning the quadruple. Of course, then the stream dropped right as we won the Champions League, so I had to film it afterwards to make sure you got to see the trophy lift, which was frustrating, to say the least. But anyways, at least we got there in the end. But anyways, let's focus on this game now. Sorry, I was a bit far away from the mic there. Here's Flynn. Over to Spence. Go on, Jed. Jed Spence. Oh, looking to feed in Olise, but he couldn't find him. But yeah, it must be frustrating for people who are like die-hard fans of Serie A when the teams get taken out. Especially if you don't have like a PC and you can't mod them into the game. But even if you could mod in like the kits and stuff for AC Milan and Inter Milan, you're not going to have the San Siro. For me, that's probably the biggest omission, is the fact that you won't have the stadium. Because even like Atalanta, who are coming back from their exclusive deal with eFootball, apparently their stadium is still not going to be in the new game, which is really frustrating for fans of that team and those leagues. Tyler Goodrum looking to become the second Irishman to score in this tie, but it was a good save by Kevin Trapp. Well, to be honest, it was right at him. But still, he was there to save it. Is Jarrett now. Over to Conor Gallagher. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Pedro Porro. Would you believe I've never used Pedro Porro in career mode? I mean, technically it's not that hard to believe. There's a lot of players you can use in career mode, but still. No, I've never actually assigned him in a career mode. And I haven't done a Tottenham career mode for a few years. And Tottenham have always been a fun team to do career mode with. But I haven't actually done one in quite some time. Oh, it's a Roma throw-in. I thought we would have got that. But 27 minutes in here, we haven't really had any big chances yet. I mean, Goodrum's one was probably the biggest one, but as I said, it was a fairly straightforward save for the keeper. Roma haven't threatened much at all, but they are on the attack here. Here's Tchouaméni, who's a very big signing for them. Oh, good tackle by Warren, but it goes right back to them, and he's going to give the free kick. Of course he is. Of course he is. That game against Villa, we will show you the highlights of the... oh my god, of the trophy lift. I tell you what, if that was Evan Ferguson, that was 1-0 on the night. But thankfully it was Pedro Porro, who is not a striker, and had very, very little power behind that strike. But that was a warning sign as Diao loses it. It's a bit of an intense game here so far. Because I tell you what, like, if we don't go through, the next episode would probably be the last episode. But I want that Champions League final. So if we get to the semi-final, we'll definitely have one more big episode, obviously, with the semi-final. And then all going well, if we can win the semi-final, then there will be 2 more episodes. Obviously, the second one being the final episode and the Champions League final. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves yet. Is Spence now. Cuts it back to Jarrett. Goodrum. Gallagher. Diao. Oh, what a goal by Diao. Right on the stroke of half-time. He's given us a 1-0 lead on the night. A 2-1 lead on aggregate. Bloody hell, it is baking in this room. I'm just back from work and I am bloody passing out. I need to get my fan, but I'll worry about that later on. I'm going to get through this game without it. If you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen. But Gallagher with a good ball there. Diao hit it first time. I knew it was a bit of a risk, but it flew past Kevin Trapp. And Oxford in front on the night, in front on aggregate. Perfect way to end the half. Let's hope now that they don't go right up the other end and equalise, because that seems to be the common trend at the moment. But it doesn't look like they're going to have time. Do we have time for one more attack? No, we don't. But that is the half-time break. Well, it was a very tense first half, very cagey, not an awful lot of chances, but Diao got a big chance there at the end and he took it. And we are 45 minutes away, as it stands, from a Champions League semi-final. And I will reveal the opponent in this episode. I won't make you wait. I'll be nice this time. I tell you what though, of all the teams that are left, PSG are the one that kind of fill me with the most nervousness, because they are a nightmare to come up against in this game. I think Mbappe is still there in this save. I don't think he left. I don't think he ever does leave PSG in these saves. I've never actually seen Mbappe be transferred once. I don't think I've seen Haaland get transferred either since he went to Man City. But obviously Mbappe in real life has joined Real Madrid, as we all know. That's not exactly breaking news, Joe, so just move on. But Romano running down the flank. But Gallagher is there to intercept. But he got the assist in the first half. And now he's showing how good he is at defensive duties as well. Is Jed Spence. Now Jeff Jarrett. Is Olise. Go on, lad. Goodrum. Just loses it. Is that a foul? No, it's not. I thought he was going to give a free kick there for a second. It just... This is kind of giving the same vibe as the first half. It just feels like there's going to be one big chance. And that could be what decides whether we go through or whether this goes to extra time. Warren does well to intercept that. Is Diao the goal scorer? Gives it right back to Roma though. It's En-Nesyri. By the way, I know I might be mispronouncing that. I've heard En-Nesyri, I've heard En-Nesyri, so whichever one is the right one, you can let me know. But he is a good player, though. I've never used him in career mode, but he always does do well anytime I come up against him. And here he is now. Good tackle by Lisandro Martinez, the butcher. Making sure he got in front of that. Here's Diao. Come on, lad. Diao. I've overrun it. It's a penalty. Yes, it is a penalty. Oh, he did really well there. Diao to win that spot kick. Kevin Trapp took him down. He gets a yellow card for his troubles as well. I thought I'd overran it. I tried to get around him. He took me out. Pellegrini's about to come on for them. But we have a chance here to go 2-0 up here and basically book our slot in the semi-final. Apologies for that burp there. Will Holmes. It's a brilliant penalty. Oh, fantastic placement by Will Holmes from the penalty spot. It's very rare that he doesn't score a goal in a Champions League game. And he will not be leaving this game without putting the ball in the back of the net. We are 2-0 up on the night, 3-1 up on aggregate, only 20 minutes to go. And we can see the light at the end of the tunnel here in this Champions League quarter-final. We can see the semi-final within our future. I was going to make a substitution there, but as you can tell, they took the kick off very quickly. So let's try and get this ball out of play. We'll make 1 or 2 changes. Look, we've already won the league, but I would like the first team to play in that Villa game. I think it would be nice to have them all celebrate with the trophy. Tchouaméni now. Here's Pellegrini. Oh, he's done well there. Gallagher again. Gallagher's been a contender for man of the match. That was their first big chance of the game, and I tell you what, they were very nearly back in it there, Roma. Let's have a look from this angle. I tell you what, yeah, Bazunu I think may have had it covered, but it was not a bad strike. So 15 minutes to go, we'll make a few changes. Although, to be fair, the team isn't too tired, but still, we'll bring on Rhino for Elise. What else will we do? We'll bring on... Nobody else. Nobody else is really that tired. I thought there'd be a few more tired legs out there, but Elise is the only one who I felt like could probably do with a bit of a rest. And it's nice to give Rhino this appearance here again. I never thought we'd permanently have Rhino out of the starting 11, but with the form Goodrum's been in and Elise just tearing it up at number 10, it just kind of felt appropriate to put those two in the starting 11. But Rhino is still a very important player in this team. And he's a cult hero of Oxford United, on the verge of becoming a legend. I've really enjoyed this career mode, lads. I really have. I know it took a while to get it going. I felt like maybe the first 2 seasons I might have rushed through it a little bit. Obviously, we had some issues about going live as well and stuff, and that's what's led to me doing the pre-recorded episodes, because I wasn't initially a fan of these, but you know what? The more I've gotten used to them, the more I've enjoyed them. Warren has done really well here. Will Holmes, this to wrap it up. Too easy. Too damn easy. 3-0 on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. No more to be said. No more to be said. We'll give some other players an appearance in a Champions League quarter-final. Why not? Aaron Connolly can be one of them. Lucas can be one of them. Go on, Gergard, you can come on for Jarrett. Boosh as well. Why not? We're just handing out these appearances. I think that's all my subs. Yes, it is. Give them a little run out in this huge occasion. Because I tell you what, we don't know how many more chances they're going to get to play in the Champions League. But we have basically now booked our spot in the semi-final. And we've been the better team today. As I said, Roma really only had that one chance with En-Nesyri. And we were already 2-0 up at that stage. 10 goals in 9 games for Will Holmes in the Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo, eat your heart out, even though, you know, you've still scored more goals in a single Champions League season than 10. But you know what I mean. But let's hope that he can break the record, Holmes. Even though he only has at least, or at most, 3 more games to do it. But listen, stranger things have happened. Oh, here's Diao. Oh, this could become very, very convincing here. Diao. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. But still, I can forgive it when we're 3-0 up in the last minute. Whatever. Connolly hasn't scored a Champions League goal yet. He's not going to get one today, but who cares? We do qualify for the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League for the first time in Oxford United's history. We're looking to go back-to-back in Europe. We did win the Conference League last season. We want to take that next step now and win the Champions League. What a way that would be to wrap up this series. But we have marked our spot in the Final Four. And you know what, lads? Let's just find out who we have in the next round. I'm anxious to find out already. Okay, lads. Tomorrow's episode is going to be quite a stressful one. PSG in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Now, the other semi-final, Marseille versus Manchester City. Of course, on paper, Man City will be the favourites in that. But Marseille did batter Juventus in the quarterfinals, as you can see here. City did batter Atletico Madrid. PSG, you know what? Inter Milan gave them a good go. 5-2 on aggregate, but the second leg obviously 3-2, so quite close. But I think we got the joint toughest team that we could have gotten between the teams that were left. Marseille, no disrespect to them, but PSG and Man City would definitely be the two favourites, just based off, real life form. But yeah, I am going to have to mentally prepare myself for this one. PSG are an absolute cheat code to come up against in this game. But you know what? All the more reason to beat them now, not have to worry about them in the final. But yeah, I won't lie, I'm a little bit nervous. So as you can see here, we were simming the next game against Aston Villa. We are 4-0 up. Will Holmes got a goal. Lucas and Rhino got the other 3 goals. I think Lucas got 2 of them and Rhino got 1. Or maybe it was the other way around. Something like that anyway. But, excuse me, we are 4-0 up. I think we will celebrate with the Premier League trophy after this. Normally they do it in the game. It's the first home game you play after winning the league. So I assume this is the one where we do it. There's only a few games left, or a few minutes left, I should say. So let's jump in and let's hope that we get to celebrate with the trophy. Let's hope I don't concede a stupid goal now as well. It would be nice to do it with the clean sheet. And I wanted to have most of the first team on the pitch at the very least. But only a minute left. Come on, ref. Only add on like a minute. Or don't add on any time. It's fine. They've already lost, so... Oh, hey, Flynn with the good interception. He listened to me as well. Only a minute. Get rid of that. Get rid of it. So that was a 4-0 win there. I was going to say, have we won the league? We have won the league. Will we celebrate with the league title is my question. Yes, we will. Here we go, lads. Oxford United will be celebrating with the Premier League trophy. Villa looked dejected, but lads, you were nowhere near the title race, so relax. It's just one game that you lost. That doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. As far as I know, Villa aren't doing that well in this career mode. But anyways, who cares about Aston Villa at this stage? This is all about Oxford United. Oh, lads, it's been a grind. It's been a grind to get here, but it's been well worth it. Oh, look at that. Look at the ribbons on the trophy. The yellow and blue ribbons as the players go up to collect their medals, even though they don't show the medals in the game. Oh, that's a beautiful sight, lads. JJ, this is for you. I can't stress that enough, my man. This is for you. I hope you enjoy this moment, because Jeff Jarrett is about to lift the Premier League trophy for Oxford United, champions of England for the very first time. And what a way to do so. Head and shoulders above the rest. We've built a sensational team here. This is a special club. I'll tell you that, lads. This is a very, very special club. It's been a privilege to learn about the club, to get to interact with a lot of the Oxford fans that have tuned into this series. So this one is for ye as well, lads. Oh, what a moment. I honestly, it's such a satisfying moment when you've built a team from scratch. We've kept a few of the OGs as well, like Goodrum, Bloom, obviously. We signed in season 1. Jarrett's been here since the first season. Oh, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Here we go again. Way! And then even having players like Peter Flynn, who we brought up from the youth academy. There's the scarecrow glitch again. Please fix it, EA. But anyways, who cares? Oxford United, Premier League champions. So lads, here we are. We are really coming towards the end. In the next episode, we will play in full the first and second legs of the semi-final of the Champions League against PSG. We do have a few league games left as well. Chelsea, our bogey team, who, even though we've already won the league, I really, really want to beat this season. Can't let them get 4 results against us. So I'm not even willing to accept a draw on that. Tottenham then after that. The PSG games, as I say, West Ham, Newcastle and Palace in the league. So we will be finishing up the Premier League season. Bloody hell, I just realised we've got 3 away games in a row. So that Tottenham game is the last game at the Kassam in this series, which is kind of sad in a way. So let's hope we can mark it with a win. But as I said, both of the legs of the semi-final will be played in full, and we will play the highlights of the Premier League games. The next episode potentially could be the last one. It all depends on if we get through this semi-final or not. But if we do, there will be one more episode afterwards, and that will be the Champions League final. Lads, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Thank you all so much for tuning into this series. Even though we are coming towards the end, I have not taken my foot off the pedal. We are still in full motion, trying to get that Champions League title. The league title's been checked off. Let's do that now for the European Cup. See you all tomorrow. Thank you all again. Take care and God bless.